Hello. Okay, so today we're going to be solving with variables on both sides. So we're on page 7 of our booklet, okay, and at the top it says collect like terms. Okay, by moving the terms with a variable onto one side and the constants onto the other side of the equation. Okay, so not always is it that you're only giving one variable in the equation. Oftentimes you'll have more than one x or more than one m or more than one p, and you need to collect all of those together first before you have to collect those first before you try and solve. Okay, so if we take a look at this one here, we have 2x equals 10 minus 3x. The 2x is smaller, but the 3x is negative. Okay, so in order to have a positive variable, that's how I always try and choose. I try and make the move to have a positive variable instead. So I'm going to add 3x to both sides. Okay, let me zoom in here a little bit. So when I do that, I'm now going to have 5x equals 10. Okay, so now when I look at that, I go, how was this equation constructed? Well, I have x is being multiplied by 5. So when I deconstruct it, I want to divide it by 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. And when I do that, I get x equals 2. Okay, and let's check it at the same time. Okay. Now, when you check it, remember you always want to use the original equation. Don't use the one that you rearranged. Okay, just in case you made a mistake when you rearranged it. Okay, so I'm going to start with 2x equals 10 minus 3x. And now wherever I have x, I'm going to replace it with 2, right? So 2 times 2 equals 10 minus 3 times 2. Okay, so the left side we get 4 equals 10 minus 6. 4 equals 4. Oh, that is so satisfying. I love that. I know checking can take just an extra minute or an extra few seconds, but it is so satisfying to know you got the right answer. You don't even need an answer key. You can tell right away. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, so minus 6k minus 8 equals 4k plus 17. So here we have negative 6k and here we have plus 4k. So I'm going to add my 6k to both sides so that I can get rid of the negative. So when I do that, I have minus 8 equals 10k plus 17. And now we're going to bring the other constant to the other side. So here we have plus 17, so I'm going to go minus 17 to both sides. Okay, so that gives me 10k equals negative 25. Okay, so now if I look, how was my equation constructed? Okay, well, I'm multiplying k by 10, which means I'm going to divide it by 10 if I want to solve for k. Okay, k, haha, lots of k's. Okay, so divide by 10, divide by 10. So these cancel out, and I have k equals negative 2.5. Okay, right on. And then let's check. Make sure we got it right. Okay. So using my original equation, I have minus 6 minus 6k minus 8 equals 4 times k plus 17. And now I'll replace the k's with negative 2.5. And I changed the color just for you so you can see what I'm replacing it with. You don't have to do that. That's just an added visual to help you out. Okay. So 6 times 2.5, or negative 6 times negative 2.5, well, that gives me 15 minus 8. So you should take out your calculator and do this with me. Okay, and next I have 4 times negative 2.5. Okay, that gives me negative 10 plus 17. 15 minus 8 is 7. Minus 10 plus 17 is 7. Awesome. So we know we got it right. Okay, excellent. So that's what happens when you see a variable more than once in an equation. You always have to collect your like terms first and then go and solve. Okay, turn the page. Here are 2 more. Okay, I'd like you to try yourself. Try this first one, and then I'll ask you what A equals, and then I want you to check it, and you'll tell me what equaled what when you check it. And then same thing here, collect like terms, solve for K. Okay, and on this one I made a mistake here myself, but I only caught it when I checked my answer. I had divided instead of subtracting, and so checking definitely helps. Okay, so I want you to try those 2, and then when you're ready, well, let's do this page. Okay, page 9 says sometimes the variable is placed in the denominator. Okay, so 3 over x equals 6. So you need to move the equation out of a fraction by multiplying both sides by the denominator. So we haven't seen this yet. Once out of a fraction format, you can solve just like we've done in all our previous equations. Okay, so let's take a look here at something very simple. 3 over x equals 6. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to get rid of this, x in the denominator. So I'm going to multiply both sides by x. Okay, so now x in the numerator, x in the denominator cancels out, so I have 3 equals 6x. Now I can go and solve my equation, right? How is it constructed? Well, I'm multiplying by 6, and so what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to divide by 6. Okay, so I'm going to do that to both sides. So what do I get? I get x equals 1/2. Okay, so now if I go to check it, we're using a fraction in a fraction. Let's try that out. Okay, so my original equation is 3 over x equals 6. So when I replace the x, we're going to get 3 divided by 1/2 equals 6. Okay, and that's the same thing as writing 3 over 1 times 2 over 1, right? Because our laws of division, if we're dividing by a fraction, you inverse the fraction and then multiply. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1, so 6 equals 6. Right on. Okay, so look how we're bringing together all the things that we know. I like that. Okay, next one, minus 27 over b. Okay, so b is in the denominator. We want to get rid of b, so let's multiply both sides by b. When we do that, the b in the numerator, b in the denominator cancel out, and I have minus 27 equals 3b. So now I can see, how is it constructed? Well, the first thing happening to b is it's being multiplied by 3, okay? And so that means I want to divide by 3. Okay. So I'm going to do that here. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. So b equals -9. Okay, so if we want to check it, I'm just going to go like this so that I don't get confused. So I have minus 27 divided by b equals 3. Minus 27 divided by -9 equals 3. Negative divided by negative is positive. 27 divided by 9 is 3, which equals 3. Hey-o! Oh, I love it. That is so satisfying. Okay. Next up, try the next one. 40 divided by a equals -5. What do you get when you solve for a? You try it first. Okay, and check your answer. Right on. And that's it. Excellent. Have a great day. That's it for math today. Talk to you soon.